Welcome. This is an overview of this week's top stories expected to keep making headlines in the days to come. It was a busy week abroad for President Anastasiades. The president's first stop was Jordan, where he met with King Abdullah II. The two held expanded talks with the delegations of the two countries in Amman. During their meeting, King Abdullah referred to 6 specific fields in which cooperation with Cyprus can advance. These include tourism, energy, water, investments, the opening of an embassy of Jordan in Cyprus, and broader cooperation in the region. Discussing the unprecedented refugee crisis, the two leaders reaffirmed that Cyprus and Jordan are joining forces in finding ways to bring stability to their region. In fact, Anastasiades went as far as to say that Jordan can consider Cyprus as one of our ambassadors in the EU. In an effort to join forces in a trilateral way, Nikos Anastasiades met with Greek Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras in Malta in the days that followed the sidelines of the EU Council summit in Valletta, Malta, discussing the need for an ad hoc summit with countries that the region has to deal with and the threats and the problems that are arising. Anastasiades and Tsipras also discussed the current phase of the Cyprus problem talks. They added that Ankara needs to concretely take part in the attempts that are currently being made. President Anastasiades, while at the informal EU Council summit, said that Turkey's accession to the EU is completely dependent on the country itself. The statement was made during the discussion on giving aid to Turkey to deal with the refugee crisis. The president's last stop is Israel and Palestine, where he is due to have sets of talks with government officials. Netanyahu and Anastasiades are set to discuss energy issues that still surround the utilization agreement on Cyprus Block 12 and the Aphrodite field. In the afternoon, Anastasiades and the members of the Cypriot delegation will go to Ramallah, where he will meet with the president of Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. Not one, but 2 strikes out from the US this week. It all started last Sunday with a photo published in Millet newspaper on Sunday showing the new US ambassador in Cyprus greeting military officials of the illegal state of TRNC in uniform during a dinner hosted by the US embassy in the occupied areas. Although the embassy in Nicosia issued a statement saying that remarks attributed to Ambassador Kathleen Doherty at the embassy's annual reception in occupied Nicosia are false, it has yet to clarify why the ambassador acknowledged the presence of occupational Turkish army officials, especially during this crucial time in the negotiations for a solution to the Cyprus problem. Matters became even worse when the State Department spokesman Mark Toner, during a daily briefing and asked about the reaction to the aforementioned reception, said bluntly that the US does not recognize the occupation of Cyprus. Although he added that the US does not recognize the so-called state of Cyprus' northern third either, it did not smooth out any reactions. In fact, in a written statement today, Toner clarified that when he replied no to the question which asked if the US recognizes the occupation, he meant that the US does not recognize the so-called state in the northern occupied areas of Cyprus. The US position on Cyprus has not changed, he stressed in the written statement. However, the Republic has yet to be convinced on the innocence of the semantics of the incident. Cyprus' economy has entered the last stretch of the 8th evaluation from Troika. The international lenders are looking to agree on the update of the memorandum in the financial reform and crediting sectors. The finalization of the 8th evaluation formally ends in January with the meeting of the Eurogroup on January the 14th. After the Eurogroup meeting, they will organize the last disbursement of the Cypriot program, which expires on March 31st, 2016. Jihadi John is likely dead. US forces have launched an airstrike targeting the British ISIS militant known as Jihadi John, the Pentagon has announced. There is a high degree of certainty that he was hit in the attack near Raqqa in Syria, according to a senior military source. A US official told the BBC the strike had been on a vehicle believed to be carrying Jihadi John, whom the official said had been tracked carefully over a period of time. The Associated Press news agency reported a US official saying that a drone had been used in the attack. Thank you for watching.